And welcome back to the Runnymede Rangers channel. Okay, this is episode 11. I've called it Keeping Momentum because obviously this is the day after we clinched the Regional Liga Division Champ title. So let's keep the momentum going and let's win a few more games before the end of the season. So let's go straight into the match report then. Okay. League game number 36. We are at home. Police report attendance was a sellout at 10,000, oversubscribed by about 1,100. So that's all good. And we were against the Red Giants, who were 6th in the division. And they had a shout at getting top 3. So we'll see if we support their party or not. Well, we're going to go through this game, but if it was on Match of the Day, I think it will be probably the last game featured because as the game kicked off, it took a while for anything to happen and Tumbleweed Town happened, rolled across the pitch, and we went into half-time at 0-0. Okay, and then there was an awful long wait for the next bit of action, but there was a goal and Costa pops up 89th to secure us a not convincing win at all. But as they say, 3 points is 3 points, and the final score was Runnymede Rangers 1, Red Giants 0. Excuse me. And with a slightly reduced squad, I will take that. So, yep. So that's all good. Apparently, I looked in the match report. Runnymede Rangers had 80% possession. We had 10 shots on goal to Red Giants 1, which means that their goalie had a worldie. Their goalie was quite decent. He had 59 skill. So I think, man of the match should go to their goalkeeper. Okay, so let's get back and have a look at the table as it stands. So obviously Runnymede Rangers on top, and the battle for third still rages. My favourites are the Empty Heads United because their form at fourth place is five wins in a row. Flying Squirrels are struggling. So I'm going to hit the form tab. And this is the form, so it gives you obviously played, how many games won, and basically the goal difference. So Aardvark are on form at the moment with the last 5 games, and Ented United, a second with third. But if you look at Flying Squirrels down in 15th, and Wandering Rovers are 20th. So I think that explains a few things. Okay, so what I want to go through now is because we've been promoted, I want to look at the division above. So we are going to have a sneaky look at the Liga table. Okay, so this is the division above, and this is how things stand. So at the top, you've got 11 AFC, Galaxy Dreams FC, and we've got this team here, Think for a Second. Okay, so what I want to compare myself is to this team here, because they're third. So basically, our squads, hopefully, I'm going to compare squads. This is sort of a semi-scientific experiment just to see if our squads are comparable, because if our squad is comparable to Think for a Second, then I think we've got a good chance of beating the teams here and getting promotion next season. So let's go and have a look at my findings. Okay, so if we go into this little experiment then. So Liga third place, player skills comparisons. So as I said, I am going to compare squads for Think for a Second, who are third, and Runnymede Rangers, who are going to get promoted. So if we look at skills players that are 60 plus, for think for a second, there's only one. 50 plus, there's 5. You've got a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, a midfielder and a forward, so that could be a good spine for a team. 40 plus, you've got just two defenders. Oh, sorry, that should be a 2. And for 30 plus, you've got 6. Okay, so if you add them up, that's about 12. So that's good for a starting 11, but that's about it. So on the comparison side, we look at Runnymede Rangers. You've got 60 plus, yeah, quite similar. So we've only got 2 players. We've got a goalie and a midfield that are plus 60 plus. Yeah, and 50 plus skills look the same. So we've got 6 players to think for seconds 5. But here's the massive change. So whereas think for second have only got 1 with 40 skills, we've got 8. So I think this is where we differ. If you go to 30 plus, 6 and 4. So whereas to get a decent starting 11, they've roughly got about 13 players to choose from. We've got more like 20 or 22. So I'd like to think that Runnymede Rangers has got a much better squad than think for a second. So I think we are going to be doing all right next season, but we will surely find out in the next few weeks. Okay, right, going back to Runnymede Rangers news, we had a youth reports coming, so all my scouts reported back, and we were looking for defenders for the youth academy because we're still short of decent defenders. And they gave me a whole stack to choose from. And my rule of thumb, as you know, is if the player is 60 and above, and look, we've got one here, Cabo. So he's 15 years of age, he's tall, average build, right-footed. So I think if we have a look at this player, then, okay, he's a fullback, which is, yeah, cool. And his attributes seem well distributed. So we've got, yeah, about a third on physical, third on mental, and third on technical to give an overall of 60. So I am going to go for this prospect. So to recruit this player, we go to view. It's going to cost us some money. So yeah, it says promote Rui Cabo to the academy for a minimum of 56 days, which is the length of the season. 171,000. Yeah, I'm going to accept that. Boom. So he'll now be part of our academy. So if I go straight to the youth academy, there we go. Then there's Cabo. He's straight in. So hopefully with the youth coach, he'll now start improving as well. So the youth academy looks pretty bare at the moment. So I'm going to set up the scouts to go again. But this time I'm probably going to go for a forward. But I haven't made up my mind on that. I'll report back next episode. Okay. Right, and the last thing I wanted to do is preview the next game. And this is probably the weirdest preview that you are likely going to get. This is weird. Okay, so we are playing game 37 against Wandering Rovers. So as you remember from the league table, Wandering Rovers are 5th. And they've lost 5 straight. So I did a bit of digging into this, and this is obviously alarm bells here. Because at the moment, they're going in at 13. And we're going to keep a unchanged squad. So we're going in at 49, so I'm quite happy about that. Just to get my more reserve players more experience. But if you look down here, okay, their top players are all subs. Bizarre. The goalkeeper's a forward. What is going on? The goalkeeper here looks like he's in a midfield position. What is going on? So I did a little bit more digging. So if we go into Wandering Rovers, Okay, the manager is Gunners 1974, second. Obviously an Arsenal fan. Just saying. But if you can go into the manager, and look, he's a veteran manager. He joined back in 17. He's managed quite a few clubs. That's like 9 clubs managed. That's a lot. And his last login was today. So I don't get it. I don't get it unless he's, because obviously you can pick a team 15 minutes before kickoff. So is it one of those scenarios? I'm not saying he's going to do it, but just be aware of it. He might rejiggle his team and put out a good team. But yeah, so that's something to keep aware of. But as it stands, even with these players in, I think that we still have a good chance of getting a result with the squad that we used yesterday. So, cool. So, guys, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, smash the like button, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.